What is up, people? Today is Thursday, meaning we're going to be looking at another K-pop video. And this was a song that has been recommended countless times by you guys. And that is EXO with Monster. I don't know why, but you guys really seem to like EXO. There seems to like to be this entire story behind it that I don't really get yet. But slowly, step by step, we're going to have a look at it and we're going to discover what the story is. But on the other hand, we are here to look more at the video rather than the story. So like always, guys, if you have any videos or song recommendations you want me to look at in the near future, K-pop related or not, good videos or not, then please just put them in the comments below. That's the only way I can currently find out what you guys want me to review next. But once I reach 1,000 subscribers, so help me out there and support me, then we can make this channel more interactive, not only for myself, but also for you guys, where I can ask you questions on the day to see what video we're going to discuss. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump right into EXO with Monster. Interesting start. I mean, it's very just quiet and we see something. That's why I was playing around here. I thought my sound was broken, but interesting. Again, close-up shots, and also if we look a little bit further away here, nice close-up shots of the individuals, or this particular individual for now. I like that. They show a little bit of story, they show a little bit of character, they show who is who. If you're new to EXO, you get a little bit of a better picture on what is happening. Very important. Wait, is that a real piercing? This looks painful. Can someone explain to me why you would want this in your lip? Just like literally, what's the point of it? Cool. Very interesting how they reverse the shot with the fire. Again, it's not about trying to make something very simple look cool, but actually it is. It's just about doing something different with your footage and just keeping it playing it. Here they just reverse the shot. It's a small little thing to add, but it can just add a bit of impact and adds a bit of a dimension to it to say, why is it there, what's happening? And it kind of just adds another dimension to the video in saying, okay, this world is a little bit different. Nice. Perfect shot to display the entire group. I think this is always a very important part when it comes to making any type of video. Make sure you can see everyone at one moment as well. Super cool effect there with the ripple effect, but his lip sync is completely out of sync here. You can see that whatever the song is saying and what he's saying are two different things. A little bit of a shame, but I do want to get a little bit stricter with that. I always think that if you make a music video, it's about the voice, it is about the song. So at least the one thing they should try to master is the lip sync. So here it's a little bit of a miss at the moment. Again, I love these shots where we can actually see the choreography. There are too many videos in K-pop where we just don't see enough of the group, and it's really bothersome because I think the choreographies are, if anything, one of the highlights in any video. So super cool that they included that. Is that a Rolex? That's a Rolex. Wouldn't it be funny if they actually had this as an advertisement and they just took it? Nonetheless, I think it's a cool shot. I don't know what it adds to the entire video. It just looks like a product placement for Rolex and trying to show something expensive. But they did something artistic in the background, so I do kind of like that. Beautiful. Again, showing everyone from different angles. Very cool, very clean. So far, I just want to stop here for a second, but so far what I think is just very cool about this entire video is that it's very simple. And you notice, I'm not saying too much about the video itself because it's just very clean. The shots are very clean, very simple edited, but it's just easy to follow what's happening because you see so much. And also this particular shot, I think it's an interesting take. This particular moment where the rest of the group goes down and then they hit to after the main part of the song, it's interesting that they're just not skipping to another frame, but instead they're staying in the same frame and they're doing their thing. Normally I always see them skipping to another frame, but it's nice that they're actually continuing a shot non-stop here. You don't see this at all very often, but it's very cool to see it now. And it just keeps on going. Super cool. A little bit of movement of the camera and the group itself. Again, small little details, not complicated at all, but it makes the video just so much more interesting to watch because you're kind of feeling as if, again, the cameraman is part of the group and he kind of knows what's happening. It's nice. Super nice. Ooh, let me have a look there for a second. Is that a light in the camera or is it edited in post? Because yeah, you can kind of see. So for whoever doesn't see that, but you can see they added this one particular light that you see right here in post, because when they move the camera, you can see how the light is basically changing within the camera. Either it's a reflection, which I don't think, but I am certainly sure, because you can see a lens flare, that it's just edited in post. They could have cleaned it up a little bit more because it's just tracking, so it's not too complicated. But they didn't, but these are small things that you can fix in any production. One sec, what? Was that guy just standing on something? One sec. Ah, I thought he was just floating there, but he's actually standing on something. Okay, cool. But it adds another dimension to it. I really thought he was actually floating in midair. Or standing on plexiglass or anything similar. Super cool. Super nice. I just think it's so much better when you see the dancing. Like I already said at the beginning of the video, I thought they're gonna pull away from it because we already saw the choreography. But this really just displays what I think is important when you have a group that can dance well and sing well, is to show all of them dancing and show what they can do, because this is the video. Without them, this song is nothing. This video is nothing. So really nice detail or eye on detail for this particular group. There's a lot of shots where you don't see them talking or singing too much. It's all just beauty shots. For example, that is a beauty shot. That was a beauty shot. Another beauty shot. That's totally fine. I kind of wish there was a little bit more interaction with, instead of just standing around somewhere, that they're actually doing something more. Because you don't really see too much of where they are. I mean, I think he's still sitting on the cameras, but it will be just a little bit more interactive with the backgrounds rather than just sitting there, for example. Not gonna lie, but that just kind of looks so boring. I mean, we see this awesome shot with all the people, and then we have this one shot where they put up 4 fences, and you only see 2 of the soldiers. A little bit of a mixed feeling again. Like, I don't understand why they would do that. Why not just make more people go around the fences? It just looks very empty. There's a lot of white space, as you can call it. There's a lot of nothing going on. We see fences, we see shadows, and that's really it. A little bit of a shame. Very nice. I want to add one more thing to this video, and that is a good moment to stop. The one thing that I think they should have improved a little bit more is just the backgrounds. I think, look, it's cool when you do a video in a studio. It saves a lot of money. You can just pop people into a room, basically, put assets there, make it look however you want. But it's, I think, a little bit nicer, a little bit more, well, it would have been nice if they added a little bit more detail to it, in the sense of if they did this on a parking lot, somewhere in the dark, something with more just these plain backgrounds. It's just a bit boring after a while. And again, and again. Choreography is awesome though, really nice. And I'm happy they filmed all of it. For example, if they had this background with the cars, you know, you see this through the front window, it would have been a little bit nicer than always the same plain colored background, because all they do is change a light to kind of change it around. A little bit too simple, especially if they had scenes like this already, and I cannot imagine they only had an hour time to film here. A little bit of a shame, but that's what I would have maybe recommended on the table. That Rolex product placement is beautiful though. Who wants to buy a Rolex now? Here again, we see that same background. Let's have a look for it. There we go. It's that same background with just a different light. A little bit too plain for this, because everything seems so rough except for the background. It doesn't really fit. Maybe it was just a last minute choice. That looks still so painful. And I think that's it. Interesting video. Shh, no ads, no ads. What did I actually think of the video with EXO and Monster? And let me just be honest with you again. I think the dance choreography was fantastic. It was just beautiful to look at. The only thing that I think they could have done a little bit more with this video is to push it maybe to another dimension, another world, in other words, to another studio or in the open world. It just seemed a little bit too plain in the background for me, especially with the song itself. It just seemed a very good song to put it into a real life situation rather than in a studio. I know the song is only from 2016, but I'm happy they picked up, as you can see with all their newer videos, from their small little mistakes. Whether you see it as a mistake or not, I would not call it this. I think it was either a budgeting issue, or they didn't have anything creative going on, or was a last minute decision. We do not know what happened in the background there. But all I can say is they did make the most out of this video, and I'm happy they included the full dance choreography, at least the main parts in the song, because this is something that's missing in a lot of MVs. I don't know why companies are doing this, but I'm happy they included it, and I can actually understand why this song still has 365 million views, because they actually show more of the group rather than just some basic plain beauty shots, which are cool, but they don't really add a lot of value to the group itself. In other words, this time, EXO. If I have to give this video a rating, I'm gonna give it a beautiful 8.5 out of 10. And the main reason is I just thought the studio was a little bit too plain for the song. I think they could have been a little bit more creative, filmed a little bit more in that army base, a little bit more of an aggressive feel to it, because we saw there was a lot of blood, there was a lot of fighting, there was a lot of aggression in the video. But when it came to the more RGB backgrounds, I thought, that doesn't really fit. It's a little bit out of place. So yeah, guys, what do you think of my observation with EXO and Monster? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Put it in the comments below. And if you want to support the channel, please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure to be on my next video. I would love to see you then. And of course, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any videos you want me to review in the near future from EXO, from Monster X, from any other music group, then please put it in the comments below. I would love to see what you have to recommend for me. And like always, see you on the next video. Bye.